are trailblazers in the world of drag. Their hit show, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, kicks off season 9 on May 17th. And for the first time in her story, they're competing for a spot in the Hall of Fame and for charities that are changing the world. Please welcome to the Sherri Show, Chanel, Roxy Andrews, and Jerry Paris Van Michaels, and Georges. You all are so beautiful, and you all represent freedom by loving the skin that you are in.
Always. Yeah. That part.
Woo. Now, Chanel, you were the first queen of drag 15 years ago. Did you ever, Chanel, did you ever think that this show would become a worldwide phenomenon?
Oh my gosh, no. Well, first of all, the first queen of drag, I live for that. I really do that. But no, you know, I mean, there was no blueprint, you know? There was nothing to kind of gear yourself off of, you know? And so being able to be the first queen to walk on set also was like, at the time, it didn't feel like much, but now looking back so many years later and the fandom and the love and the fact that Drag Race is just now in the couches and lives of just thousands and millions of people all over the world, it's amazing. So I always say, #blessed. Yeah.
Now, y'all got to go to the White House. You got to visit the White House this week. So, Roxy, what changes are you wanting drag to bring to the world?
I think drag is the change that the world needs right now, okay? We bring happiness to people, we spread love, and that's all we want to do out there. We met the press secretary, Karine, and she gave us such great advice. She told us, and please make sure and go out, register to vote. But not only register, that's great, and that's what we need to do, but go physically to vote. That's what we need to do in this country.
Absolutely. And Angeria, now, you're from the South. Pageantry is huge in the South.
Yes.
Now, so are you proud to see, inclusivity in this art form?
Oh, my God. I am so proud to see so many people from different walks of life that come from every single part of the globe and represent so much, because everybody has a different story, right?
Yes.
And that's what RuPaul's Drag Race is for. That's what we're showing everybody in the world, that there is not one walk of life and there's not only one way to live life. Drag is for everybody, and that's why I love it so much. It honestly is. It's for everybody, and drag is all about love, and I'm so glad we get to show different types of people that love drag.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I love it. I know I came out here. I think I brought out my inner drag. All that twirling I was doing almost.
Oh, yeah.
I almost passed out. I was twirling so much.
I see it, yeah.
Now, Georges, you started performing when you were 18 years old.
Yes,
okay,
I did.
Little youngin'.
Yes.
Now, you want to inspire a younger generation to follow their dreams. Tell me about that.
Oh my God, well, I already knew that I wanted to do drag at the age of 13, and I just knew that that's what I always wanted to do. I saw RuPaul's Drag Race, and I was like, that's exactly what I want to do with my life. And, you know, I never stopped. I never stopped learning. You know, I always grew and always tried to make myself better. And the fact that I'm here now, it's crazy what you could just do and keep on dreaming, keep on hoping. It leads you to RuPaul's Drag Race and even the Sherri Shepherd Show.
Oh, my gosh. You know, and Roxy, I love it. I absolutely love it because you are representing for the thick queens. The thick queens. And so body positivity, that's really important for you, and it's a really wonderful message for you to spread.
You know, I come from a pageant world, and I was never small enough to be with the small girls, and I was never big enough to be with the big girls. So I came up with a slogan on Drag Race that was, I'm thick and juicy.
Thick and juicy.
Okay? You know, I've always struggled with weight, and when you look in the mirror, the first thing you want to look at is at the negative things that you don't like.
Yeah.
And you really need to first thing look at the positive things and accentuate them and show them, girl, because the world wants to see them.
Okay.
Yes.
So I love it when you say that. So when you look in the mirror at yourself, you know, because like you say, we look in the mirror and we find the negative stuff.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of self-talk that you do when you look in that mirror?
Yeah, I look for all the good things. So I turn around and I look at my assets and I say, baby, that's it, and that's what we're gonna show.
Now, Angeria, you and Georges, y'all competed on season 14 together, right? Okay, so what are you bringing fresh to this competition this season?
You know, on season 14, I will say they plucked me straight from the country. And when I tell you, I was serious, and I was so nervous. I was so nervous. Even talking to RuPaul, I would just freeze up every time. This time, I felt so much more comfortable. Like, I felt like I was living my fantasy this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time, I'm like, oh, I'm just here to meet y'all. This time, y'all here to meet me again. You know?
And what about you, Georges?
You know what? Honestly, I was bad at like all the acting challenges and, you know, making jokes. But now this time, I found like a whole new confidence in myself that
Really?
I cannot wait for people to see, literally.
All right. All right now. Now, Chanel, I heard that we have something in common. We both share the same love for Miss Oprah Winfrey. Okay. How did Oprah, I know how she inspired me. How did she inspire you?
You know, the most profound, prolific individual to me ever. When I was growing up as a little boy and I was watching TV, my mom was a huge Oprah Winfrey fan, and I grew up with her as well, and I just thought, wow, someone who came from absolutely nothing, and through voice and inspiration, she evoked change in the world. And I mean, Oprah should be president as far as I'm concerned. I love me some Oprah.
That's okay.
I love me some Oprah.
Now, you know, is there like, because everybody has their own little interpretation of Oprah, do you have the way you interpret Oprah if she talks?
Oh, no, do you? I can't.
Well, I would say, Chanel, you are it. Yes! Yes! Chanel, yes!
You get a drag queen, you get a drag queen.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
I love it.
Now, y'all on Drag Race, you have incredible lip sync performances, which I love. Georges, when you get out there and lip sync, what is your secrets?
Well, I've been performing ever since I was a little kid, dancing in my living room and all this stuff, but every time when I hit the stage, I perform like if nobody's there, literally.
Yes.
I completely black out, and also a little edible helps out too.
Take an edible.
I do take an edible, bitch.
Besides taking the edible, I didn't
Okay.
think about that. Like, how do you because some people just come out and they just lip sync. Is there a way that you like interpret music, or when you're out there?
Oh yes, like let's say if I'm doing like an old school song, like there was a song that I did on Drag Race called Something's Got a Hold on Me.
Okay.
And you know, you gotta feel the vibe of the song. You can't just go out there and just do whatever. You gotta
Okay.
fit the vibe, you gotta fit the theme, and like, you gotta slay the number, of course. And,
Okay.
and that's how I became one of the ultimate lip sync assassins, literally.
All right. And I love it because now you're doing something different. Roxy, you are all competing for charities now on the show. How does that feel?
Listen, we're not only competing for ourselves, we're competing for an entire group of individuals.
Yes.
And we want to raise all of that money. Shout out to the Miracle of Love and the Divas in Dialogue in Orlando, Florida. That's my charity, and it means the world to me to help them and do everything that I can. So I came to turn the party not only for me, but for them and bring that crowd.
So the stakes are raised now, huh?
So much.
Okay. Now, Angeria, how's that feeling for you?
Oh, it feels amazing, especially to be competing this time for a cause bigger than me.
Yes.
Like, it feels absolutely amazing. I'm representing the National Black Justice Coalition, and it's a civil rights organization that fights for the rights of Black and queer people. And that is something that is so needed all the time.
Yes.
And I really wanted to choose an organization that represented me. And one thing about me, and two things for certain, I'm Black and I'm damn sure queer, okay?
Oh, gosh. And I want to, Georges, is there a charity? What's your charity?
Yes, my charity is called NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness, and they advocate, teach, learn, and, you know, be a voice for people who have mental illness, and, you know, they improve the lives of people with mental illness and their families, too.
Okay.
And the reason why it means so much to me is because, you know, growing up, I deal with a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression, and I do have ADHD, and it be hitting me in waves, literally.
Yes,
And, you know, I know that there's people that go through it so much worse than I do, and also therapy is very expensive nowadays if you don't have insurance, too.
So this is why you're fighting for this.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly.
And Chanel, before we go, what's your charity?
The Anxiety and Depression Association of America, which is amazing because it's only run by 5 people. Very, very small organization. And I have dealt with anxiety my entire life. Specifically, I'm a hypochondriac. So it's always been health anxiety, and I always kind of just felt like nobody else in the world understood how I felt. And you know, you go to a doctor and all they want to do is prescribe you a pill and say, be on your way. And I realized that, especially when 2020 hit, it's okay to not be okay.
That's it.
And if you need help,
more than
that
a word.
organization can give you all the tools that you need and find you the resources to help you become a better version of you.
And I like this, so the stakes are really high over here. I love it. Well, y'all, the queens are sticking around, and up next, they are hitting the stage in our first ever drag race dance-off. Keep it here. So excited to see the queens from RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars perform. So Kimora Simmons decided to stick around. She was like, I don't want to miss this. Kimora, are you a big fan of the show?
I am. So I love RuPaul.
Yes.
Since forever. And every season they want me to come on, or a lot of seasons, to judge.
Yes.
And I've just never been able to do
Me
it.
neither. We gotta
So
come
here
on.
we are today.
Yes, but we gotta we want to go on the show.
I think there's been a couple of queens, drag queens, that are named Kimora. Or
Yes.
Kimora,
Yes.
Kimora, or something.
Which okay, we're both Tauruses. We gotta go on the show. Like we gotta go on
See?
together, me and you.
Okay.
Okay. So can you please tell RuPaul?
Yeah.
We want to go
Yes.
through
We'll
the
tell her.
Word in.
We got
All
you.
right, y'all.
Thank you.
So it is time for Drag Race Dance Off, all right? So we want to celebrate the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. Each queen is going to have 15 seconds to funk up the dance floor. So we are going to get started. Chanel, please take your position, queen. All right, Chanel, you ready?
Yes, let's
Hit
do it.
that music. Now, who's it? Roxy, come on and take your position, queen. Roxy, we're gonna hit that music. Let's go. All right, Angeria, you go and take your position. Angeria, are you ready?
Hit it.
All right. Now, Georges, come over here, take your position, queen.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
You already know.
All right, I know. Hit that music. Present you with your crown and your scalp because you are so awesome. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
For the first time for everything.
anything.
Yes, we are celebrating you. Oh my. And before we go, and Jerry, I hear that you all have a drag queen name for me. What would that be?
Yes. Okay. So, your drag name has meaning, okay?
Okay.
Because the first time I ever saw you was on Beauty Shop.
On Beauty Shop, the film Beauty Shop.
So your drag name is Ida Beauty.
Ida Beauty, I love it! Now, what would you give Kimora?
Kiki Lee Dupree.
Oh!